So let us start our class. Let me share the screen. Yes. Okay. Innovation process. Yes, if you remember, so this we have already completed in the last class. That is a innovation process. Okay. So later on we came to know. So what is how the innovation occurs at three levels. Yes. Okay. So then we come to know that how the implementation of this innovation along with the time. So by learning happens. Okay. Next, what is innovation management? So comprises three things. That is engineering, science, and management disciplines. Okay. So next one is uh, that is the needs and objectives of innovation management. And we have stopped here in the last class. That is organizational process for innovation management. Just we gone through all these nine terms. Okay, how the process involves. Today, let us know so the organizational process for the innovation management one by one. Okay, so what are the nine things, nine steps involved in the organizational process for innovation management? Okay, so yes. What is this? Is first one is a marketing learning. The second one is effective building business models, and third one is creating a cause and not a business. Next, designing an open market. Next, listening to new voices. The sixth one is setting unreasonable expectations and stretching the business definition. And the next one is building partnership and alliances. And the next one is lowering the risks and experimentation. And the last one is paying the innovators well. Okay, so let us know one by one. As I it's a very important for your examination point of view. That is a process of innovation management, and that too this is an organizational process. Let us go first step, that is market learning. Okay, you know, learning is a process. Okay, so this is a general no meaning. We know that learning is a process. Means, what do you mean by learning is a process? At every stage we have to learn. Okay, don't think. Okay, not only I'm not speaking about only marketing terms, I'm speaking in general terms. Okay, learning will never have an end. Okay, so maybe for that topic it will be having an end, but the learning will not have a end. We can learn more things, we can learn more things. The same way, what do you mean by market learning here means, as the marketers or as the innovators, if you want to find a new process, or if you want to give a new thing to your market, then you have to learn the market. Yes, again you will get a question mark that. So what do you mean by learning? What do you mean by learning market? Okay, learning market means the first one is we have to study. Okay, we have to know, we have to learn the needs and wants of the customer, so according to the day-to-day life. Okay, and second thing is who are the competitors, and the next one is what competitors are updating themselves, what the technology they are adopting, what they are giving to their customers, we should know. Okay, and based on that, for what a demand is more. So all these are comes under the learning in the market. So I request all the students, so of course I'll share this PPT presentation later of the completion, but so please carry a notepad and a pen with you, so that whatever the points I'm going to discuss may not be available here in the PPT presentation, so you can note them that. Okay, what is the marketing learning? So learning is, the first one is studying or knowing about the customer needs and wants. Second one is who are your competitors and what are their products. And third one is what are the new technology they are having, what the new products they are going to give to the what you say, to the customers, and what type of technology they are adopting, and how you have to compete with them by adopting a new technology. This what we call it as the market learning. And why we are telling learning is a process means, we should not stop for one day. We should not stop for one day. So today, if you know what is marketing, then we should not. Yes, again tomorrow what is happening? Again tomorrow what is happening? It's a continuous process of learning only. Okay, as I already said that we should know, because day to day the customers needs are going to change, and based on the customer needs, if you are updating only, then you can sustain in the market. The stability in the market gets success. Okay, otherwise it's a big failure. So that what we call as a market learning. Yes, after learning, after continuous learning of the market, then what do you mean by the next step is effective building of business models. Yes, so based on whatever the information you got, whatever the study material you got from the learning in the market, you have to build the business models. Yes, what do you mean by business models? Means business models play a vital role in every business. Okay, if you have a money, okay, if you have a money, yes, you may have a 2 crores of money or 3 crores of money, okay, but you can't start a business just having a money, but you have to build an effective business model. Okay, what involves in the business model is the first one is business model is a plan for the successful operation of a business. Okay, it's a plan for the successful operation of a business. Okay, and second thing is you have to identify the sources of revenue. Okay, what is the first one I said? So in the business model, there are four things involved. What are those four things? Means the first one is it's a plan for the successful operation of a business. Okay, it's a plan. Actually, we have to plan for the successful operations. Okay, you keep mind that it's a successful operations. Coming to the second one, what is the second one is you had to identify the sources of revenue. Okay, you have to identify the sources of revenue. Okay, yes, what do you mean by sources of revenue? Yes, we need income. Okay, we have to generate the revenue. So that is the basic thing for the any business model. Because why I'm not using the word called profits here? Okay, so because I'm not going to use the profits can be yield maybe after starting a business of after some time. So first of all, what we have to do is we have to identify the only sources of revenue. Okay, revenue never be a profit. Okay, next one is the third one in the business model. What is the other part involved in the business model is customer base. We have to develop the intended customer base and also intended products. Okay, so what is who are our customers? Okay, intended customer base, what customers need exactly, we have to focus that, and also the intended products we have to focus. Okay, up to now we have to plan operations. Okay, operation for a business. Second thing what we have to do, we have to identify the sources of revenue, and third one is we have to identify the intended customer base and also the products. Okay, and the fourth one in the business model, what is very very necessary is details of financing. Okay, details of finance. Of course the other part three are important, but the fourth point is also very very important, that without financing, without having a perfect support of finance, we don't or we can't build an effective business model. Okay, yes, after getting the information from the market, based on the information, we have to build a business model. Okay, what business models? We have to plan for operations, we have to plan or we have to identify the sources of revenue, and then we have to intend a customer base and also the intended products, and the last one is we have to detail, we have to identify the detailing of the financing. Okay, yes, after building an effective business models. Okay, yes, so business models are many. Okay, for any business models, these are the what is a supportive points. Okay, for building any business model. Okay, after building any business model based on the market learning, then what we have to do is the third one is a very important one, creating a cause, not a business. Okay, you have to remember this point very clearly. What do you mean by creating a cause? I have already said that why why your product or why you are in the market is a cause. Okay, if you create this cause, if you create this cause, 100% there will be a good revenue to your products or to your organization or to your innovation. Okay, so whatever the innovation you are going to introduce, whatever the innovation you are going to develop, okay, whatever the new things or new process, new product, anything, whatever you're bringing, okay, so you have to create it for a cause. Why? Okay, why means a change. What change you're is going to bring? Okay, because of this change will happen. Because of this we can maximize the profits. Because of this we can minimize the cost. Because of this the time can be consumed. Because of this the cost of resources can be see here, cost is very very important for any innovation. And why I'm not telling it's not a business, okay, yes, if you keep in mind that as a business, so innovating is very very tough. Innovating is very tough. So first of all you have to create a cause. You have to create a cause. So next one is what is the next one? Coming to the fourth one, after creating an what is it? After creating a cause, after creating a cause, next one, the fourth one is we have to design an open market. Okay. So what do you mean by open market? See here, for what we have to open market is for ideas, for capital, for talent. Okay. Yes. See, whatever the innovations are new things, we should not say that this innovation will be ultimate. Okay, you have to take, you have to consider some ideas and talents also, and also capital. Okay, we should not be restricted to ourselves. Okay, because if you spread or if you open to the market only, then the what you say, the flaws can be known. Okay, because so whatever you are thinking, your perspective will be different to the other. Okay, so if you see from all the perspectives only, then you can know so what are the flaws, what are the faults, what are the any improvements in your innovations. So that what we say is designing an open market for ideas, capital, and talent. Of course, for the capital also. Okay. Coming to the next one is the listening to new voices. What do you mean by listening to new voices? As it's open, okay, as it is open market for ideas, capital, and talent, we have to listen to the new voices also. Okay. So what is the new voices here means? Okay, new voices don't think that may be considered as internal, of course, outer. Okay, what is internal means? Maybe your employees. Okay, maybe your employees, maybe your colleagues. Okay, coming to the outers, maybe your customers, maybe your suppliers, maybe see what here means. We can't expect anything. Okay, we can't underestimate anyone. Okay, any help or any support can be from other people, because ultimately in the innovation everyone is going to involve. Okay, so that what we call it as the listening to new voices. Whatever the ideas or whatever the innovations you have developed, maybe on the business model or maybe on the product, then what we have to do is we have to listen to the new voices. Okay, now see, if you see the next sixth one, so something different, the term will be something different. Setting unreasonable expectations. Okay, you just underline that. Setting unreasonable expectations, okay, and stretching the business definition. So why I'm telling that, see, we always in the business we set objectives. Okay, we set objectives which can be defined. Okay, so we always use in the management definitions, whatever the objectives, okay, framed by the management, whatever the objectives are designed by the management are or should be defined, means can be explainable and must be approachable and must be accomplished. Okay, but here why I'm using the word called setting unreasonable expectations. Okay, unreasonable expectations means keeping expectations more, make us move more, motivate us more. Okay, so that is the why we have used a word called unreasonable expectations. And stretching the business definition. Okay, whatever the business we are going to start, okay, for what reason we are going to start our business, we have to stretch it. Means, so for what purpose we are going to start, yes, beyond that we have to speak out. Because so we always tell everyone, okay, in general, our parents, our teachers, everyone say that, so for example, if you want to gain marks in any examination, always they keep a number high. Okay, they ask us to keep the number high, because for example, for 100 marks, if I want to get um, 80 marks, but they ask us to keep a number as a 90 or 95. Why means if you keep that unreasonable expectation or a high, means whatever the talent you have, whatever your expectation is only 80. Okay, but what happened here? So beyond your stretch, beyond your capability, beyond your ability, you are going to keep as a 95. Means 95, but it's 80. Why means they are keeping 95? You focus here maximum 95, okay, than 80, then there is a chances of getting more than 80 between 95, that is less than 95. So you may fall between 80 and 95, that is you may get 85 or 86. Means you are going to achieve more than 80. Or otherwise, if you keep number as 80 only, yes, I want to get 80, and you keep your expectation is also 80, so maximum there is a chances of getting less only. So this, with that reason only, what we are going to do is here setting unreasonable expectations and stretching the business definition beyond. Okay, whatever the business we have. So for that, what we are going to do is we are going to stretch the business definition, and then after this, what we are going to do is the next step, building partnership and alliances. What do you mean by partnership? Yes, it's a combination. Okay, partnership with other people, and alliances we can see here. It's a creating union. Okay, so what do you mean by alliances? It's a creating for a mutual benefits. Okay, creating for a mutual benefits, me and you. Okay, what is the having, if we have a partnership or we have alliance, what the benefit you get and what the benefit you get. So what we call it as so alliances is a mutual benefit, creating a union. So for understanding the mutual benefits, we call it as the alliances, so that we have to build. Okay, yes, after that what we are going to is the next one is lowering the risk of experimentation. Okay, yes, you know that every business means risk. Okay, every business means risk. Without risk, no business exists. Hope everyone know this. Okay, every business having some risk. If you accept risk, then you will achieve whatever you want. Okay, but but there is one thing, sir, you may get it out, sir. Yes, if you have a risk, then why you have to keep? If there is a snake on the step, how can we step there? So but still what we have to do is we have to lower that risk. Means so there will be a chances of escaping that snake from the steps, maybe whatever the things we have. Okay, you can what do you say, you can jump from there. Okay, so one step and you can go to it's okay, you can avoid that snake. Likewise, there is a chances of lowering the risks. Okay, lowering the risks means is for every innovation, for everything there will be risk. But as a businessman, as an entrepreneur, as an innovator, let me use this word called innovator. Okay, what we have to do is you have to lower the risks. Okay, lower the risk of experimentations. Okay, so sometimes innovators become a businessman, sometimes entrepreneur become as an innovator, sometimes employees become as the innovators, sometimes okay, a small person who is working in our office become as an innovator, because innovation comes from any of the mind. We can't say that. Okay, so only we are telling the in the fifth step that listening to new voices, we have to listen to the new voices. Okay, so we should not underestimate anyone in our business. Everyone will be equally treated. So most of the people get innovative ideas. Okay, we had to lower. And the last one is a very important one, is paying the innovators well. Okay, paying the innovators well is, so if you are going to pay well, if you are going to give them monetary benefits, okay, then the motivation will be high, the thinking will be high. So and also chances of getting more innovative ideas to the innovators. Innovators means I already said that maybe your employees also. Okay, maybe sometimes entrepreneurs becomes innovator. So you have to pay the innovators well. If someone is coming with a new ideas, if someone with coming with a new process, innovative ideas every time, we have to encourage them. We have to encourage them. So this is what we say the organizational process for the innovation management. So very important slide. So from the first to the last. Okay. So then moving on to the next slide. Just a minute. Just a minute. Yes. Moving on to the next slide. Very important slide, that what we call it as the value innovation. Okay. Yes. Up to now, we have come across innovation management, innovation process in the organization. But I want to speak about value innovation. Okay, what is value innovation? Yes. So in general, okay, you just don't read that slide. In general, if I want to tell what is a value innovation means, yes, innovation means everyone get idea. Okay, everyone get new things. So whenever you are using any product, you also get ideas. So as a customer, okay, your parents get some ideas. Everyone in general who are we always judge a product. Okay, we always evaluate a product. So why this product is like this, why can't like this? Okay, why can't like this? So it's an innovation. Only innovation means idea you are getting. Okay, but what all the ideas you are going to get, what all the ideas everyone is going to get, does not have a value. Okay, value means, so it's not, there will be pros and cons for every ideas, but here what I'm speaking is value innovation. What is value innovation here is, if you see here, now going on to the slide. So one of the most prominent programmatic approaches to innovation currently in use. Yes. Okay, so if you want to segregate, if you want to segregate good innovations from among the innovations, this is one programmatic approach, we call it as the value innovation. Okay, if you see the second point, it is a different from building layers of competitive advantages and does not mean segmenting market and accommodating customer needs. Yes. Yeah. See, here these terms, from the first day onwards, we are telling innovation means giving a new method, new process, new product, any addition to the product, we call it as the innovation or new. Okay. But what is the second point here it's telling is, don't think that innovation only means if you are giving some competition to your competitors, or if you are building, or if you are segmenting your market. Okay, means segmenting market if your product is dividing any market, and also accommodating the customer needs, if they are satisfying the customer needs, is not a value innovation. Okay, is not an innovation. Okay, don't define like that. Okay, but what is value innovation is, if you see the third point, it comes across. What is this one is, it main focus is on offering those products. Okay, offering those products and services which enables a superior buyer value. If you see, I have highlighted that with a blue color. Okay, what is that? Superior buyer value in existing markets and enables a quantum leap. Okay, so what do you mean by quantum leap? We call quantum leap means a sudden large increase. Okay, a sudden large increase, what we call it as the quantum leap for the firm to create new markets. That what we call it as the value innovation. Let us read again. Okay, so because this point is very important, it means focus is on offering those products and services which creates. Okay, what is value innovation? Value innovation is offering those products and services which create a superior buyer value. Okay, in existing markets. Now let us know about what is buyer value and what is superior buyer value. Okay, So for this, what I want to do is I want to move to the next one, next slide. So this is what we say buyer value. Okay. So buyer value is also very important term in the innovation or in the marketing terms, whatever. So there are in buyer value, in superior buyer value. What is superior buyer value means? Whatever the product you are going to give, okay, whatever the product you are going to give to a customer, okay, to the customer, then more than that what they are getting. Okay, if you see the 7 points, okay, so please go through these 7 points. So all are in a seven things. What is buyer value means? This buyer value have a 7 questions raised. Okay, so please go through this. What is the customer trying to achieve? What is the customer trying to achieve? See, don't think that customer achieving means after buying our product, through through buying, what customer trying to achieve. Okay, second one is what value do we create? What value do we create as the innovators or marketers or whatever or entrepreneur? We create in helping the customer achieve their goals, achieve their goals. Okay, so next one is how is our value differentiated and superior to the alternatives the customer is considering. Okay, hope you understood the third point. Coming to the fourth point, how does our value contribute to the corporate strategic goals and priorities? Okay, next, what value are we creating in the customer's buying process? Do they recognize and value this? Next, sixth one, how are we communicating the value to the customer? That means everyone involved in the decision making process. Okay, does the customer buy our value? See here, these 7 points sometimes we feel difficult to understand, but I'll make you very easy because the superior buyer value where I have highlighted in the value innovation is very important. Okay, but let us have for 2 or 3 minutes of discussion of these 7 points. Okay, what is the customer trying to achieve? What the customer trying to achieve after buying? Maximum satisfying his needs. Okay, that is the first. Second one is what value do create in helping the customer achieving their goals? What will be the customer's goals here? Okay, see here, uh, every element of the value must be quantified in terms meaningful to the customers. Okay, if you see here, this is a specific one. If the salesperson, I have given down, if the salesperson starts talking about features and functions of our product, she's wrong on the she's on the wrong track. It can't be general. We improve productivity, we reduce cost, we reduce error, etc. and etc. Okay, every element of the value must be quantified in terms meaningful to the customer. Okay, now what, see, if you see the question now, okay, what value do we create in helping the customer achieving their goals? Achieving the goals means, first of all, what trying to achieve is, first of all, is satisfaction. Okay, is he is accommodated with the needs or not? That is also we are going to check. And second thing is what type of value we are going to give in terms of quality, in terms of quality, or in terms of trust, okay, in terms of price. All these we are going to check. Okay, so third one is how our product is a differentiate. Okay, how our product is differentiate and also superior means higher. How our product is differentiate and superior when compared with other products or when compared with the competitive products in the market. Okay, that also we have to consider. Okay, the next one is, okay, what is the next one here? If you see here, we have a corporate strategic goals and priorities. How does our value contribute to the corporate strategic goals and priorities? Okay, along with the buyer value, along with the buyer value, what will be the here corporate strategic goals and priorities is maximizing the profits and minimizing the cost. We have to reduce the cost, and also we have to provide customers a quality product. So we have to check this also. Okay, Next, what value are we creating in the customer's buying process? That is consumer buying process. In the consumer buying process, okay. So what do you mean by consumer buying? The exchange, okay. So the exchange of a product with a what is it, with whatever the monetary terms we call it as that the customer's buying process. In that customer's buying process, what value we are creating? Okay, how far we are creating value? Do they recognize? Do they recognize and value this? Okay, is that customers are recognizing whatever the value we are creating, whatever the value we are creating in the buying process, in the whatever the service we are providing, whatever the price reduction we are providing, whatever the quality we are providing, whatever the what do you say uh, interaction we are going to have with. So do they are what is say identifying, that is recognizing and value this means, because of that again they have to retain. So that is the main thing. Next one is, how are we communicating the value to the customers? Okay, how are we communicating? Yes, we know this, what we call it as the consumer interaction. Okay, the customer management system. Okay, so how this, what we call it as how every time any updations of our product or any updations in our term, how we are going to communicate them. Okay, and the last one is, does the customer buy our value? Yes. What do you mean by this here? Customer buy our value means not in the terms of this price, not in the terms of the product. Okay, so whatever the respect we are providing to the customers, whatever the interaction having to the customers, whatever the service provided to the customers, whatever the value we have created, is they are buying again. That what we call it as the buyer value, and which we call it as the superior buyer value. So that what we call it as the value innovation sometimes. Okay. So that's what things. Going to the again, moving to the first slide itself. So we have to focus on that. And if you see the fourth point, value innovation also differs. Value innovation also differs from technology innovation. Yes, not technology. See here, it's a relation between. It's a relation. Value innovation means it's a relation between a product and a customer. Okay, a product and customer. What do you say? What benefits we are providing by our product, how they are satisfying, we call it all this as a value innovation. More than that, superior buyer value. Okay, so it's always differ from the technical innovation. So new technology developed does not becomes a value innovation unless it is cheap enough for mass buyers. Okay, so that is what a value innovation. So moving on to the next slide. So if you see value innovation process, okay. So value innovation is focusing on the superior buyer value. Okay, how this value innovation process will be. See, if you see here, we have a building blocks of strategy that are three. So we are focusing on three things. One is the competition, second one is the customers, and third one is the corporate capabilities. Okay. So, and how this process goes means, see here, if you see the first one, that is the blue one. Okay. So if you check with the blue one, the block is a competition. Okay, the strategy is the one of the three basic building blocks of strategy is a competition. In that, outperforming the competition. What is the conventional focus is outperforming the competition. Is what do you mean by outperforming the competition? Okay, yes, the name itself, it is telling outperforming. See, for every, I have already said you that we have to differentiate and we have to show superior from the competitors. Okay, so that what we call is here in the competition, in the strategy, in the process of value innovation, we have to focus on outperforming the competition. Okay, so whatever in the competition, we have to perform more. Okay, we have to perform more, we have to achieve more. Okay, what do you mean by achieving more means, we have to give more buyer value to our customers. So that what we call it as the outperforming the competition. And what this leads to is seeking radical superior. Yes, so whatever we discuss now, seeking radically superior value to capture the entire mass market. Okay, if you perform more advanced, okay, in the competition, then what happen, this leads to a superior value. This leads to a superior, that is a radically seeking radically superior value to capture the entire mass market. Okay, the whole market, mass market means at a time. Okay, you can capture. And taking the strategy of others is customers. Okay, so what customers here is retaining and better satisfying existing customers. Yes, first one is, what is the conventional focus? If you take the strategy as the customers means, first thing is we have to satisfy the existing customers, because we can't we can't ignore our existing customers. Our existing customers are very, very, very important, so we have to satisfy. Okay, that's a thing. And what is the second thing here is not only satisfying the existing customers, retaining the customers is very important, and also getting the customers is also very, very, very important. Okay, so retaining the new customers or retaining the customers is very, very, very important. So we have to maintain the customers. Okay, that leads to what is the value innovation says, targeting the mass of buyers by following non customers closely and willingly losing some existing customers. Okay, yes, what is the innovation value here is, so targeting the mass of buyers by following non customers closely. Okay, see, we have to follow who are not our customers, we have to follow, because we have to attract them, we have to turn into them. And also in the innovation process, in the value innovation, sometimes okay, we have to play in such a way that we have to lose our existing customers willingly. Because see, why we have to lose the customers means, because those customers will not add any value of their existence. Okay, at that time what we have to do is we have to lose them willingly. Okay, so that are the two things. Who are not our customers, we have to follow them. Who are not our customers, we have to follow them, and willingly we have to lose the customers also. Okay, the next one is corporate capabilities. So what is corporate capabilities here means, leveraging, yes, leverage and extending the current capabilities of with other companies. Yes, so we have to leverage and we have to extend the current capabilities of with other companies that already we have in the innovation process, is having partnership and alliances, means having a mutual understanding, mutual benefits. And that too, what we call it as the willing to combine a company capabilities also. So that is also comes under the value innovation. What is corporate, so this is also one strategy. Okay, so what is that strategy, corporate capability strategy here is we have to leverage, and we have to extend the current capabilities, of with other so whatever the capabilities we have. Okay, if you observe the capabilities of other company, then what we have to do is we have to go for the partnerships. Okay, so or we can't say oh partnership, or we can what do you say, we can extend our alliances means mutual understandings, mutual benefits, so we can make the union. So what is the innovation process here is willing to combine a company capabilities so that we can achieve many things. So this is the what we say, the value innovation process of building blocks of the strategy, competition, customers and corporate capabilities. Okay, so moving on to the next slide. So the next slide is challenges faced while managing innovation. Yes, this we will discuss in the next class. So what are the challenges faced with other things and everything, we'll discuss in the next class. Up to now we have